Leo, 11/11. Today we're going to do your weekly love reading. And this is going to be from the 9th to the 17th. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Libra. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check in the Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, the videos that correspond with that, to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluent, so whenever you're directed to the video is the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use the singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to balance your energy, set your intentions, and bring them into the reading. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. I can't express that enough, so thank you. All right, without further ado, Libra, let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth. As you can see, I have taken out the Celtic Cross as well as some oracle cards here. I will we'll check out the oracle cards and then we'll jump right into the tarot here. So, let's see what we have. 54, the crossing. Initiation here, Libra. I feel like this is a very powerful message for you at this time. This is definitely an indicator that in your heart, I feel like there's an initiation, a crossroads. There's a crossroads and a crossing. Essentially, for some of you, I feel like this is kind of where you're doing, you're coming, to stand on one side of that river. And I feel like the opposite leads to that darkness, right? Where I feel like this is the place where time is forgotten, right? And I feel like right now you're learning to come to the edge because you're ready. You're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you in all the ways which you've kept yourself from truly living, in a sense, right? You're coming to that crossing. Now you're like, you know what? Later. You're not afraid anymore. And I feel like that's powerful. Intimacy is requiring vulnerability and truth right now. And in terms of your relationships, maybe you haven't always been open to being that vulnerable. If you can strip away the masks and the barriers of false strengths to discover what you're truly made of, Libra, you kind of step into the boat that's waiting for you. Let it kind of carry you away, right? Get into the thoughts of your own self here is what I'm trying to say, where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated. So that's when you can actually be born again, reborn, rebirth, right? Without, any denial or, sacrifice of your own self anymore. It is a powerful, act of, awakening, improvement, self-love. It's a real powerful time. Now you have 27. Look at that. Heart home, compassion, because you're finding your way back to yourself, right? Your own compassionate heart. Sometimes we get jaded, right? And we can lose sense of who we are, and you feel like you don't belong anywhere, essentially. And, it's time to make your way back to that, back to your heart home, where, this is your true home. You're being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides with this card. So I feel like put everything on hold right now. If you're being offered an experience of kind of unconditional, unbound love within yourself right now, this is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for, right? Drop into your heart space, kind of rest, there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it actually occurred, right? In spiritual truth, it is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. So allow your love to kind of wash those impressions clean. Empty yourself of that judgment, the preconceptions, right? And allow that, when you kind of show up this for yourself here, this is letting you kind of orchestrate your own way back to yourself, right? One that is less harsh in nature and more loving, okay? Windows to the soul. We often have those, we don't meet people with that interaction, with that eye-to-eye contact. Whether looking in a mirror or staring arrogantly into the eyes of a partner, erotically charged eye contact is the ultimate and vulnerable yet suspensive foreplay. You'd be forgiven for thinking that arousal is unlocked through hyper-exhibition alone, but from ancient tantric beliefs to modern film theory, holding the gaze isn't just an intimate emotional experience. It can also be a carnal one. Connection, reciprocity, even slightly psychedelic states, gazing liberates our thinking brain and brings us to a state of deep satisfaction and soulfulness, physically and emotionally. Want to try it? Start with yourself and then others. Don't rush it. Take all the beauty in. So, look and appreciate the windows to the soul. There is so much there when people, when you meet people, there is so much to be said there. And, you know, some have more depth than others. Number 5, bat spirit, rebirth is assured. Exactly. You're going through a transformation. This is a transformation. You're truly letting go of what isn't serving you, what wasn't serving you. And that may have been quite hard to do for you for some time, because it, you know, definitely required some vulnerability, right? But here I want to think, what are you refusing to let die in a situation? What are you, you know, what do you need to let go of, right? You've been clinging to some sort of familiar story that's already run its course. Maybe a new story is already poised to be born, but you're clinging to that old thing. And that's going to, you know, keep those dreams from coming in, from actually manifesting, right? Sometimes when you actually slow down and recalibrate your thoughts, that's when you can also see the preparation for the new life that will give you what you truly want. You know, perhaps you need to grieve, to say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form, right? Perhaps you have to let go of a part of you that has to die so that you can be reborn. And that's okay too, right? This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad. You know, though, you know, this is the power of perception and awareness for you to learn to listen deeply and navigate these moments of temporary emptiness that you could be feeling right now, okay? You're going to emerge with a new perspective, and you're going to kind of witness you're giving, you know, birth to your intentions, your desires from your own heart and soul. And for what, you know, for some time, I don't think you've been doing that. Now you have bee spirit, sweet results await you here, and this is very much a truest for you as well. This is, you know, you have to be honest with yourself here, Libra. You know, do you want that taste of that sweet honey that others have been making, but you believe is unattainable for yourself? You know, do you wonder how others ended up with so much magic and you seem to have none, right? How everybody gets the golden pot and you seem like you just, you know, you get stuck in illusion, separation, hurt. That is not true. You can have everything you want to, but do you have to separate from, you know, what it is that you know to get it? Do you have to walk away? I think in some ways, yes, okay? If you've been overworking and you've not been giving yourself time to manifest your dreams, start to do that. Just start to see where things could change in your life and where these sweet results could truly await for you. Let's jump in to the tarot here. We have the King of Wings, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is your energy. It is upright. This is that professional energy here for you, which I feel like is very powerful in the sense of, you know, if you haven't you know, if you're not in a love relationship right now, I feel like this is saying that you could meet somebody that's a little bit overly emotional, very focused, likes to take control here, but this also could be you. Relationships are a little bit second nature, right? You know, in this dynamic, if you are in a relationship here, I feel like a partner's judgment is valued and praised, even though it's done coolly or assertively, as if not kind of willingly giving that credit. And that could be hard in this dynamic. You're both free thinkers. I feel like on the same wavelength. So maybe, you know, there's a definite chemistry here, but a quick mind and mature air of authority are attractive features for both parties here. This is prepared to meet a partner who is equally as, you know, intellectual as you are at this time. We have the Queen of Wands. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Very creative, free-thinking energy. This person could also be an artist in some way. I feel like this could be you as well. But there's a little bit of jealousy here. Being, you know, afraid to not, you know, you have to be afraid, or you're not be afraid to take that risk, okay? Essentially here, I feel like you're capable and fierce, and you have to see what's rooted in your purpose here, and I feel like you've been missing that. Don't be afraid to be the center of attention either, right? You know, don't act small in order to make anybody else feel larger, okay? It's okay to hold, you know, the shadow down, but don't pull that darkness energy, don't hold it down so deeply that you can't find it again, right? Accept the parts of you that you don't openly share. And acknowledge that the past failures that have held you back, they don't define you. That transmute that shadow into what can benefit you. Sit with it briefly and then let it go, right? You don't have to hold on to that energy. Obstacles is the Magician in reverse here. So there's energy. There's an energy transfer that I feel like is kind of holding you back in some way. Or your partner. There's a definite energy. You know, there's a reason for concern about whether there's magic in this relationship or if you're looking for a relationship. You know, there could be reluctance to commit here, or even just to show interest because of fear of rejection for some of you. A lot of doubt is arising here, I feel like, as a result of a past relationship not working out. So be be mindful of that. A lack of self-confidence could also be stopping someone from taking the first step if you're in terms of looking for love. That could be you there, Libra. So it could be hard for you to stand up for yourself or take that initiative to make that relationship happen with the person that you're attracted to. And I feel like you have to face the fact that you it's not going to go the way you want. So you're going to have to come out of you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone to make this appear, okay? And that's okay. So work on your resolve here. Stay positive. Even though you've experienced a lot of rejection in the past, it will not always be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. You just have to put your best foot forward and don't let it hold you back or someone tell you that you can't, you won't. Like, get that out of your headspace. We have the King of Cups here. So there you go. Very much you're becoming more in tune with your emotions with the King of Cups. You're understanding that you have that sensitive side to you, but it's not that, this is when something unexpected comes into this vision. I feel like in the past you could, another person's composure will this could send them into a state of anger, right? But for you, I feel like you're regulating your emotional state, and if you can do that, maybe why I see in your obstacles is because you kind of haven't been doing that, but you're learning how to kind of get that sweet spot between the intelligent mind and the empathetic heart. You're allowing your emotional intelligence to start to guide you. That's going to set you on a course correction that will be beneficial. We have influencing you. We have the Queen of Roses, the leader, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, taking authority here, being confident, assuming where you want to go in this relationship, and not just holding back. That could be your partner as well. Or what's influencing you is a little bit of a jealousy here. I feel like maybe, not expressing their feelings in the right way is an energy I also feel like could be happening. Then we have the Nine of Wands, right? So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, again, in reverse. I feel like you're wondering, you're pondering, part of you feels like, for some of you, I feel like there's an energy where you're just like, what in the hell? You're determined to go forward, but there's a lack of being open to trust somebody here, Libra. And that could be, holding on to those old stories, that need to let go of those old battles, the need to follow through and finish what you started. And if you're trapping yourself in your own boundaries, that's going to be a repetitive state as well that you're going to have to try to maybe sneak out of. You have, at the root of the reading, the wish fulfillment card, the Nine of Cups. And I like that because this is saying you all will and can have that fulfillment in this relationship. Then you just have to sort of go through this time where, vulnerability is going to be your friend in a sense. There is a wish that could be granted in terms of this relationship, but in a way that doesn't really satisfy or actually kind of maybe causes you more annoyance than pleasure. Be careful what you wish for and how you wish for it, because you might actually get it, right? And then I feel like some of you are like, that girl right there, I don't really want that. That's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. Now that's the Four of Cups there now, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but that's pondering those thoughts because you're like, yeah, well, you know what, maybe I didn't, there's a missed opportunity there for some of you focusing on the negative here as well. So pessimism, right? You could be finding that instead of focusing on what you don't have right now, focus on what you do. Even better, spend energy focusing your thoughts on experiences that you will create in the future, taking time to sort of meditate, slow your mind, show you that life is better than it seems. It is up to you to shift the abundance available to you right now. And if you can do that, it will, change the outcome. The Fool in the recent past, in reverse, you had to learn to trust in the universe again, trust in your own self again, and trust that taking that leap of faith into the unknown isn't as scary as it seems. There's a lot of abundance there, there's a lot of opportunity, but there's a lot less hurt than where you are now as well. So that's got to be worth something there. We have the Nine of Swords, in the recent past, heartbreak, refusing to take that leap of faith, left you stagnant, left you feeling vulnerable, left you feeling attacked. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but essentially, heads in your hands, you ain't liking this. This has been a rough go for you, and brought you a lot of worries, nightmares, insomnia, because you did a lot of this over-analyzing, overthinking the pains that happened either to you or by you, and there was a lot of guilt there. Negative thoughts were gaining too much momentum. In the near future, that's what we have. The Sun card coming out, the support. That's support that's going to come in, back you up. The universe is showing you that, hey, once you get through this, if you can overcome this, this transformation will have that rebirth and the sun will come shining on you. The King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you truly getting into your intellect. You know, you're less heart space, more mind. So you're coming out of that with saying, okay, I got the support that I need. I can see clearly now. You've got that kind of shrewd, calculated, less sort of emotional, decisive action going for you. I like it because there's, clarity is coming in here for you as well. That is reappearing. So that's a lot of rebirth that's assured there. I feel like this outcome is going to have victory for you, is in your overall energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Victory is, it doesn't feel like it's going to happen right now, but it will. You may not be in the way that you thought again, but a setback would occur if you've been thinking only about your own needs here. So contemplating past losses can help you prepare for future challenges, yes, but staying stagnant or staying stuck in that energy won't, okay? The Knight of Swords, determination. You're running ambitiously towards your future because that is, I feel like you absolutely know without a doubt, that's what you got to do. You see the way forward. You see that this dropping this pain is going to be what kind of sets you free at this time. We have the Four of Shells, reevaluation in your environment. It's exactly what you're doing. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're taking that time out to take that moment to just be like, okay, what missed opportunities were there that I didn't see? What can I go back and see? If you're finding yourself maybe bored or frustrated or not, very, confused, you're reevaluating, hey, where is this person taking me? What path? You're making sure that the right path is the one with the new beginning. The Fool card comes out again. You got to take that leap of faith. The reevaluation is going to lead you to that leap of faith, that trusting in the universe has got your back. What is meant for you will not pass you by. You have the 10 of Gems, protection here coming in. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that is coming in your hopes and fears. You are hoping that this is going forward is going to have a strong, stable base foundation, but I feel like that's going to be one you're going to create for yourself. Libra, you're going to go through a time of really understanding that this reevaluation of this new beginning, for some of you, might be on your own. For some of you, this is going to be a tremendous amount of, growth in your relationship. You have the Seven of Pentacles out to clarify that. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But this is saying to me that there's a very much an energy where, you're taking a pause, states of gratitude. You're almost there. You're doing the work. You're almost coming to that final step, completion here. You might not be seeing the fruits of your labor yet, but that doesn't mean they're not coming in. So I feel like maybe your journey is kind of shifted so much from what you originally kind of germinated essentially. And what needs to change here is to satisfy your deepest intentions. So if you're feeling any frustration or lack of progress, or maybe that's not even your path anymore, it is okay to change direction. All right. The Emperor, power, Aries energy coming in at the outcome of the reading. So there's an authority figure that's either you or somebody else, but I feel like this is you coming in to the understanding of taking your own power back. Your understanding that the key to your happiness is not in someone else's pocket. The Ace of Cups is coming in. Love is going to kind of set you free. I feel like love is the true power here for you. Once you can achieve that, this dynamic of healing is going to come after this. You take that giant leap of faith, because that rebirth is assured here. Sweet as results do await for you. There's a real initiation here. Take that leap of faith. Whatever, just take whatever it is, take that big yes, okay? Because I feel like it will have a positive outcome for you, but you got to be willing to take it. Until next time, my friends, namaste.